Our last person to talk is somebody who's with us and is also with our call to action program and was in Albany with us. And I let him characterize what took place in Albany as we were there. Jeff Neeck.
Good morning. Again, my name is Jeff Neeck and I live and work here in Westchester. And this last Tuesday, a group of 10 of us from the Westchester County Association went to Albany to meet with a group of the legislators, the Westchester delegation. There were 10 of us, and there were approximately 10 of the legislators there. And the reason we went is we really wanted them to hear from our mouths, hear our voices, state all these facts that you've heard this morning. People leaving the state. Costs of doing business, costs of living continuing to rise, more people leaving, that is a downward spiral, continuing to go on. So we had that conversation. It was supposed to be a 45-minute meeting. I think it stretched to about an hour. So we had that conversation with them. The first comment that was given back to us after we spoke briefly was how excited one of the legislators was to be getting, hopefully, to be getting $500 million more for education. We're like, did you hear anything that we said? Did you see any of this stuff? And they had printouts from our website right in front of them. So we had this whole conversation. This one legislator was so excited about hopefully getting $500 million more for education. The second comment this legislator made was that the state is behind $2 billion on revenue, doesn't know why. I could probably tell him, my 12-year-old frankly could tell him. So $2 billion behind on revenue, we're going to somehow come up with $500 million that we don't have. So we try to go back, have a civil conversation with them, discuss more how this doesn't make sense. You can only ignore reality for so long. At a certain point, you can't sustain that. So that was the conversation. Then a shocking thing happened to me, to all of us. We were reprimanded, yelled at, pointed fingers in our faces. How dare you be so disrespectful to us? I guarantee you, I promise you, there was no disrespect. We were not rude, no bad language. And as this was expressed to us, I was sitting across from a legislator dressed in gym clothes, looking disheveled. I kid you not. So we were reprimanded for speaking our voices as individuals and business owners in this community. We are allowed to voice our displeasure. Okay? We were not rude, but that's what ended up happening. So as we walked out of this meeting, you start laughing to each other a little bit because it was so shocking. But it was never clear to any of us, A, what we have in front of us, what we're facing, that they really don't, either they don't see it, they don't get it, or they're just ignoring us. I don't really know. But I urge every individual to get involved in the campaign, go to the website, come to the rally on the 20th, because that interaction we had was an eye-opener for all of us. It is a time for all of us to definitely get involved in this. I appreciate your time.
It's unbelievable. I mean, you couldn't write this book. I mean, in fact, I may try to write a book. And by the way, they kept me in check. There was no cursing. There was no anything. And I didn't even say a word. So it was kind of interesting. Our representatives did.